Good, man. What's poppin'? It's a Style Pilot. I got a video for you guys today. As you can tell by the description, two Gucci belts that I own. I purchased one last year and I've been wearing it for a while. And the other one I just got about a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, like, before I purchased these belts, it was something that, like, buying designer belts, honestly, I thought was a waste of time and a waste of money, because I would always think in my mind, like, all the belts that I've had in the past have always got worn down and just beat up to the point where I couldn't wear them again within 6 or 8 months, or just the holes or something would get beat up in them. But once I figured something out that made more sense and a way you can avoid that, and I'll tell you about that later, I was like, I might as well try one. So I got one, and then I ended up getting a second one. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, I'm not going to buy any more other than these, but you never know what may happen. I may run across a gift card, or I may run across one that was extremely fly that I have to try to get, vacation or something. You never know. So let me get into them. The first one is the first one that I purchased. It's a cloth one. I don't know how well. These are the ones with the double G buckle. Okay, the ones that are really popular right now. I don't know how it's showing up on you. Oh, it's upside down. I'm sorry, y'all. The double G buckle on here. And this is a cloth one. I am a 34-36 in the waist. So it's like this all the way through. Okay, red and green. And on the end is black right here. Right? But this is mainly what you see. This black part right here. The belt buckle, right? And then you see this part here. Now on the inside, you can see the leather is like a light tan, right? But you don't see that. I purchased this probably about a year ago. I was kind of weird about wearing them because I was thinking in my head, like, okay, well, I think it's corny, especially if I do my size. I'm like 6'6", 6'7", 235, 240 pounds. Like, if I'm a little small, skinny dude and I'm 5'7" and I weigh 165 pounds, me wearing one of those really tight, small shirts that stop at my waist would make sense. And it looks cool on guys like that. But I'm huge, right? So when I purchased this, I was like, I'll get it, and then, I'll figure out how I can display. Because the whole point of you getting this belt really is to show the belt buckle, because it's dope. Now, hopefully, I think, at some point, maybe these big belt buckles and stuff, the trend will pass, but hopefully not. But I figured out a way to wear it to where it works out for me. And it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, a belt is something, like, I'm not really big into buying pieces like shirts and things like that, but it's like designer accessories. It's something that if you wanted to, you could wear almost every day. Like a belt, you can wear it every day. A Gucci or whatever bracelet or necklace or hat or a pair of shoes, you can wear that every day if you wanted to, right? But when you get into pants or a shirt or like a polo or something, you can't wear that every single day. But this is something that you can wear all the time when you're wearing stuff, and it stands out. Now, honestly, like, you guys are worried about like fakes and stuff. I don't really get into worrying about somebody else is wearing some fake stuff or not. Like, I just wear my own. If I saw a fake one, I wouldn't be able to tell you. The fake stuff they make now is so good, you would never be able to tell a lot of times. But you just try to keep it real and save your money and get the real thing. As far as the belt, like, I am a 34-36 in the waist. So at the time I was a 36, and I always suggest to go 2 sizes up on your belt size. It just depends. The main thing you want to do, though, don't buy one of these online if you've never purchased one before. Because, I mean, this is a 100. I don't know if you can see it. This is a 100, which, can you see it? I don't know. But the sizing is right there. So this is a 100, which equals a 40 in the waist. I was a 36, 38 at the time, so I got up one size, 1 or 2 sizes, and I lost a little weight, but it still fits me perfect. One of the main things you want to do, let's say, I'll just tell you this. If you're confused on if you should buy the belt too big or too small, fitting perfect, I always suggest to buy the belt a little bit too big, because if you have more, you can still adjust it. If it's too small, then you're done, right? You can always take it to a tailor or something, or someone that handles leather goods, and they can poke an extra hole in there if you need it in a certain spot. And honestly, nobody's really looking at the holes. They just see the belt buckle. So this is the first one, just with the, I guess, the red and green for the Italian flag on it, which is pretty cool. You always know what this is. Even if it didn't have a buckle or whatever, you can probably kind of guess, if you're into this stuff, what it is. Now this one, the second one, I saw a rapper pose with this belt, and I was like, man, that is so hard. I went to Vegas and saw how much it was when I was out in Vegas. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend that on that yet. And then I just kept seeing pictures of that same guy with the belt on, other people with it on. It's the brown Gucci leather loved belt. So it has the belt buckle, and it kind of resembles kind of like a cowboy belt. You know what I mean? With the stuff inside, like the belts that I've seen in the past, they kind of look like this. They had like cowboy emblems and stuff, and horses and stuff in it. But this is so hard, like on. Now the only thing about it is with the actual band, you can't really see it unless I'm wearing a shirt that is kind of like up high on my waist. All right, but I mean, on the other side is just a dark leather. There's nothing special on the other side. But this is a belt that I'm gonna keep for a long time. And what I found out is, like, this is an extremely rare belt, and it's sold out real fast compared to other accessories that they have and other belts that they have, even though it's super expensive. This one right here was $750. The other one I have is $450. But, you know, with accessories and belts, you're going to get your wear out of them. So I plan on keeping these for a very, very long time. Now, to get to the point of wearing them. Now, you say, Style Pilot, and Tex is my name too. But, you say, Style Pilot, like, yo, like, I'm going to buy this Gucci belt, but I'm not going to be able to show it unless I'm wearing a small shirt. I got a trick for you. So I have on two different shirts, right? I have a t-shirt under here, and I got a regular, like, collar shirt. So let me show you guys a trick, okay? Now, what you don't want to do is be one of those buckle showers, you know, cowboy showers, where they wear the shirt and it's longer than their waist, and they're just, like, tucking their shirt right behind the belt buckle. To me, that's corny. There are other ways you can go about doing it, which is still gonna make it look cool. So let me put this on real quick, because I don't want to hold you guys up too long. Oh, and the number one rule, before I even get into this, while I'm putting this on, the durability. For you to be able to keep these belts lasting a long time, the belt does not need to actually hold up your pants like it's supposed to. What I mean by that is, if you're really a 34 and you have a size pair of pants that are 38, and you really pulling this all the way to the bone, like all the way back, you're going to wear the belt out and it's going to go away just like a cheap belt that you would buy. Okay, you're going to stretch it out, you're going to mess up the leather, you're going to mess up the holes because it's doing too much. If you're a 28 in the waist, okay, you should wear these belts with something that's a 28 or 30 or less. Okay, so you won't have to stretch it. You just want the belt to sit. Okay, so right now, this is not tight at all. I could pull it all the way back here, and I would have that much room, even though it may not seem like that much on camera, right? But I want it to just sit on me. It's where it can slide, but not too hard to where it feels like it's going to hang down here. Does that make sense? So, you want to make sure when you wearing these, don't wear these belts with something that doesn't really actually fit your waist, because you're going to stretch it out and wear it out, right? So, let's say I'm wearing this shirt, right? And you're like, man, I spent all this money on this belt, and nobody can see it. So let me teach you a trick. Let me tuck this undershirt in real quick. All right, let me teach you a trick. Now, you don't want, now, of course, you can tuck it all the way in, all the way around, right? And people can see it, which is cool. But like I said, I'm a big dude, so I don't want to do that. So this is what I do. I try to make it look like I did it on accident, or it got tucked in on accident. but it's a slight stunt a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'll take the tip of my shirt right here, right? The very tip. Barely tuck that joint like this. Not right behind it, but like kind of like on the side, if that makes sense. So now you can kind of see it. If I'm moving, if I'm talking to somebody, it kind of looks like, you know, I did it on accident or it got tucked on accident. You feel what I'm saying? But you can still kind of see it if you want to. Now, if you want to do it extra hard, you can go here or whatever. And when I'm moving around, you're going to see it. Now, you don't want to just have it right there and then you walking around. Yeah, I got a Gucci belt on here. You see? This looks more subtle, like I'm not trying. And you can pull it and tuck it to where it's going to be here. Now, if you're moving around in the crowd or whatever, people going to see that. And it's not going to look like you just really trying to flash your belt, right? So that's one way to do it with shirts with a tail on it. So let me show you. And you can kind of have the same thing going when you do it with T-shirts. So I'm going to take this shirt with the tail off, this button up off, right? Now, like I said, I'm a bigger dude, as you guys can tell, right? I'm not super skinny. I think one of the cool things about being a super skinny and a smaller guy is that you can wear like one of those super tight shirts and have it up here and you just, you know, you walking around like that, right? But for someone like myself, like right now it's covering up, which I could go, I'm fine with a shirt at this length, okay? I'm fine with a shirt at this length and it randomly coming up when I go reach for something or I get somebody a dab or something, it's going to come up. But what I like to do is, same thing. I'll tuck it, but I'll tuck it back over here a little bit and pull it over just a little bit, right? So it's still kind of the same thing. So when I'm moving, I can show it off or whatever, and it's still there, right? Or, I mean, shoot, I think the coolest thing, the way it looks the coolest is, you know, like if you wear like an oversized shirt. I know you see some of these entertainers, they wear oversized shirt with some really tight, skinny jeans and tuck it in. Me, I honestly don't think I look too well tucking it in. It'll look kind of forced. But I mean, of course, you can tuck your T-shirt in. It just depends on what type of person you are and how your style is. It may work out for you, right? See, it looks crazy on me, but I would never do that. I would be right here with it. I either tuck it behind there like that. Right? That looks all right. You can still kind of see when I'm moving around here, but I'm not forcing it like I'm like some of the guys that go here, right? Yeah, they walk around like that. Like, oh, yeah, look at my belt, guys. Look at that. You kind of want to do it subtly, man. You don't want it to look corny. Right? Now, this don't look like I'm trying too hard. Right? Oh, I can go here. Same thing. Boom. All right, this video is already too long. Check this out. Those are my two Gucci belts. Now, I'll tell you guys this. Hey, if you're going to invest in something like this, make sure it's something that you really want. Because all this stuff, at the end of the day, it's worth it, but it ain't worth it if you ain't got it. If you don't have it. You know, I saved up for my stuff. I target certain items, and I get them when I can. So, anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions, email me at thestylepilot@gmail.com. Comment on that thing, like on that thing, subscribe on that thing. And if you leave a comment, make sure it's funny. If it's all right, I'll see y'all later. And remember, you are the flyest mother on earth.